This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Average Savage podcast. Today, our special guest is Stephanie Hahn. Stephanie, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Let's just get right into it. Take me back. How'd you get started boxing?
So I got started boxing because I have a crazy Korean dad. There's 5 kids, and we grew up in a martial arts school. And I started martial arts at 3, and my older sister, she started boxing. And because she boxed, then we had a box. So I started boxing at age 10.
Oh, that's awesome. And your brother was a pro boxer too, right?
Yes. So I have 5 siblings. Jennifer, she was a world champion boxer professionally. And then also my brother, he wasn't a world champion, but I think he had about 20 professional fights. He was a good boxer.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know you just came off the big win versus Holly Holm. You were the underdog, even though you were the champion. How did that win feel?
Oh, it was like I trained so hard and I prepare so much for fights. So to win and for, all the sacrifice to pay off, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. And then right now it's just relief. I'm enjoying life right now. I've gone back to work. I'm relaxed. I could sleep and I'm eating whatever I want. So I'm very happy.
What was your victory meal?
I love hot wings. I love anything spicy. And today I'm going to eat Korean food with my family. So I'm very excited for that.
That's awesome. And I seen some people calling for the rematch because of the cut. But in my opinion, I saw it was pretty one-sided win by you, which is great. So do you want, if they ask you for the rematch, are you going to do it?
I would not mind a rematch. I am the champion, so I would prefer it be in my city of El Paso. I feel like my fans would show up. She lives in Albuquerque, so it's a very close drive from El Paso to Albuquerque. So I know her fans would probably show up to El Paso as well. But, I saw some of the comments, and the comments are like she was going to catch up at the end, and, it was who knows what would have happened. So I don't mind having the rematch to close the case and say I won fair and square. Whether it goes a distance, whether I knock her out, it doesn't matter. But hey, I'm the champion and I deserve this. And we're not going to blame the doctor. We're not going to blame the cut. We're not going to blame what could have happened.
Yeah, for sure. Did you think you were up on the scorecard like after that happened, the cut?
Yes, I thought I was winning, but obviously I was the underdog. And sometimes boxing can be political. So I was just hoping that the judges were fair, and they were.
Yeah, for sure. And what has it been like being signed with MVP?
MVP is amazing. This year, or 2025, has definitely been a special year for me. I became a world champion, and then I got to be signed with Most Valuable Promotions. And I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful. They definitely take care of their fighters. The platform that they're giving women to fight, the exposure that they're giving us, they truly care about us. They truly try to share our story. And I have nothing but great things to say about MVP.
Yeah, for sure. How cool was it to obviously become world champion, but obviously your sister was a world champion too. So 2 sisters being world champions.
It's definitely family pride and family support in my family. We all still help each other. All my siblings, they still train with me. They still help me. They still give me advice. So my win is their win. And I'm so blessed to have my siblings here with me and supporting me and training with me and making my dreams a reality.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I know you've been going on a press run, so I don't know if people asked you this or not yet. Your sister fought Katie Taylor. Is that
Yes.
someone that you would want to fight?
I would love to fight Katie Taylor. So yes, Katie Taylor, she fought Jennifer, my sister, right after she had her baby. My sister had gained so much weight. And Katie Taylor is actually the reason I came back to boxing, because I helped my sister prepare for Katie Taylor. And I had taken 10 years off of boxing, and I didn't know I still had my skills. And when I was training with Jennifer to prepare for Katie Taylor, I realized that I was still good, and it motivated me to come back to boxing. So I would love to avenge my sister's loss and to have the opportunity to fight the best in the world.
Yeah, for sure. And I know. Well, I don't want to say your full time job because I assume you're a full time. I'll say you have two full time jobs. Uh, you're a police officer. When did you become a police officer?
I became a police officer. I started the academy in 2016, and I became a commissioned officer with the state of Texas in 2017.
And how do you balance both?
Um, it's all about discipline. It's all about following the schedule. So my dad, again, my crazy Asian dad, we were raised in the gym, so we were no stranger to hard work. So I'm used to hard work. So I go to work in the morning. I do what I have to do. I get home and I feed my kids and I take them to go train with me. I train in Las Cruces and then I'll train in El Paso. But it's just no pain, no gain. I'm exhausted sometimes. I'm tired sometimes. But for me, the dream and the sacrifice of becoming a world champion and staying the world champion, it's very motivating. So I do what I have to do.
Yeah, for sure. What does like your coworkers and your boss think when you're like, oh, I got a fight coming up?
Um, I get good comments, I get bad comments. But for me, like, if it's my time, it's my leave, let me do what I can. And I've gotten support from my supervisors, and they've definitely appreciated the spotlight I've given the department. And I definitely, 100%, I'm so grateful to be a cop and so grateful to have supervisors and the department support me on my journey.
For sure. And I saw. I think it was last year that you became a pageant queen. What made you want to do that?
Um, so yes, I did beauty pageants last year. Someone asked me, they're like, "Hey, are you interested in doing a beauty pageant?" And for me, I feel like one thing that I go by is get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I'm like, why not put myself in that position and learn and grow in that sense and embrace my feminine side. I also have a special needs daughter, and I wanted to use that platform to spread awareness about her condition as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, yeah, with women's boxing rapidly growing and you as a world champion, how do you see your role in pushing the sport forward to inspire the next generation?
For me, I feel like me as I came back to boxing at 30 years old, so I'm not a young girl. I came back to boxing later in life, but as a mother of two kids, as a mother of a special needs child, as a police officer full time. So for me, it's inspiring them that, you don't have to be the youngest. You could be married, you could have kids, you could have a full time job. But if you have a dream and you want to chase that dream, then don't have regrets in life and do what you want to do and live life to the fullest.
Yeah, definitely. Um, when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered as a fighter and a person?
I want to be remembered as the WBA World Boxing Champion. Hopefully, I could be undisputed champion. Hopefully, I get those opportunities. But as a woman of God, as a child of God, my kids are the world to me. So I'm doing everything, following His purpose. I want to be the best mother. I want to be the best wife, and I want to be the best boxer. I want to be the best example that people would be inspired by.
For sure. All right, are you ready for some fun questions?
Let's do it.
All right, if you weren't a boxer, a police officer, or a pageant queen, what do you think you'd be doing?
I would be a full time mom. Absolutely. I think being a mom is a beautiful thing. And if I'm able to afford it, then I would stay home and take care of my baby.
For sure. What's harder, being a police officer or going through boxing training?
It's hard. They both have their pros and cons. Being a police officer, I started off in patrol, and it's really hard encountering situations that are unknown and dangerous situations. So I feel like being a cop is scarier and harder because you never know what's going to happen. A ring is kind of controlled. Obviously there's risks health wise, but I feel like police officers definitely put their lives at risk every single day.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Do I guess like it's kind of like a strange question, but do people do people that see you walking around when you're in your police officer outfit, and if they know you're a boxer, do you think they like are more scared of you?
I grew up doing martial arts, and we have gyms here in El Paso. So a lot of people I've encountered when I was on patrol, they were students, or they knew that my sister boxed, they knew my brother boxed. So it did actually help me on patrol because they would see me, they would ask me, "Are you a Han?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they'd be like, "Okay, I'm not messing with you. Arrest me. I'm not gonna go. I'm not resisting arrest." So for me, it did help me. It did help me out.
Yeah, for sure. If there's anyone that you could step in the ring with, past or present, who would be your dream matchup?
I'm gonna go Katie Taylor. Let's go.
All right. Um, what's one thing? What's one thing fans would be surprised to learn about you outside of the boxing ring?
Outside the boxing ring. So I am different. You already know I'm a cop. I've done beauty pageants. I'm a mom. Um, I love the cello. I used to play the cello in high school.
Awesome. When you're not training or working, what's your go-to thing to like relax and reset?
Um, I go home and I eat everything unhealthy for about 2 weeks, and then I go back to training. So right now is recovery, and my stomach is very happy.
What about who would be like your dream sponsor?
My dream sponsor. Gosh. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go with Adidas. I love Adidas. Love Adidas.
They're in boxing too.
I love Adidas.
What about any like favorite shows or any like type of shows you're watching on Netflix right now?
I don't really watch that much TV because I've been so busy, but my son, we we watched a couple episodes of The Big Bang Theory. He really loves it, and now we're watching Young Sheldon. So right now we're watching Young Sheldon as a family, and I really enjoy it.
Awesome. All right, I think that's all I got. I appreciate you coming on, and could you let the listeners know where they can follow you at?
My name is Stephanie Hahn. I do have an Instagram. My username is StephHahn09, and I do have a Facebook under Stephanie Hahn. And thank you for having me. I appreciate it.